Let us get a pump first, man. Come on, let's get a pump first. Yes, sir.
Any exercise you do, you don't want to go straight in. It's funny, the other day at the gym, I had a guy come up to me because he saw me on bench press, and he saw me like strip the bar from the person that used it last down to just the bar, and I started using it. And then later on, he saw me go up to like 3-4 plates, and he came over and he was like, "Do you normally do that? Do you normally start like it's light?" And I'm like, "Always." And that's every exercise. Like, just the bar. First, I want to get the movement. I want to get the lubrication in the joints. That's synovial fluid. Just, you know, I need to be ready before I start pressing or start squatting or anything like that. So yeah, it's just always start light, man.
Is part of it a mental thing too? Like, do you like to picture?
It's obviously I've been doing it for however long, but the mechanics, you still need to each day go over it before you, you know, you don't want to. Yes, I could probably walk up to a deadlift and have 5 plates on it and just lift it, but I don't want to do that, like, because that's how injuries happen, you know. So yeah, like always warm up, always. Okay guys, so we're all warm and we're gonna do the first intensifier, and that's 21s. A lot of you guys, you've probably already done it, so you guys can either watch or move to the next one. But for those of you who haven't, 21s goes something like this. Okay, we'll do 7 to low range, 7 from the top to the middle, and then 7 full range reps. I'm gonna have Mike, you know, give me the barrier of where to hit, and yeah, I'm gonna go for it. 21 reps, different ranges. Let's go. Simple as that, 21s. So that's one for you to try. Got the movement, but you've seen us doing it in a partner, so you know, find a friend and do it. However, you can do it on your own. So obviously it's not going to be a physical hand in front of you, so that would mean, you know, coming up like so. So you can do it on your own, just like that, or from the top like so. Only difference is with a hand there, just gives you that, you know, that note of, this is where I need to stop. Okay, the next one we're going to do is drop sets. Again, you probably know it, but this is like great for you beginners, that if you want to make your session harder or you just want to, you know, kill a last set, this is something that you can do. So we're going to do drop sets with hammer curls. We've lined up the dumbbells down here. Do you want to show that? We've lined it up down here, and we've chosen 3 drops. Now you can make a drops as long as you like. I remember back in the day, I used to do some long drops, dumbbells all the way lined back, and you just go through it, go through the motions, go through the motions. So your rep range, it's completely up to you. However, mostly with drop sets, you'd go to failure, because why not? You know, it's normally done probably on your last set, and you just want to finish strong, so you probably go to failure. And yeah, so we're gonna hit hammer curls, drop sets. Let's go. I'm gonna start unilaterally with the heavier weight, and then I'm probably gonna move to double after. So what we did there is we did the drop sets, but I also threw in something else that you can add, and that's switching from doing at the same time to unilaterally. That's another way to get that last bit out. I'm spent.
The whole objective is to go to failure anyway, right? If I get to 80 pounds and I can only do 2, and I'm really trying, that's like doing 20, you know what I'm saying? To fresh arms. So it's just pushing your body past failure. All of the reps that you get that are kind of easy, that you can really get, don't count. Everything you're doing is for those final couple reps. That's when you stimulate growth. Okay, okay? Okay. Here we go.
Call that
upsets.
Upsets, baby. I like that. You don't want to upset me.
There we go. Let's go. If you think drop sets is bad, this is the worst, because you just know it's gonna get harder and harder and harder.
I'm not happy about this.
There you go. There you go. That's enough. There you go. Nice. Oh shit. You're gonna pay for that. That was an upset right there.
Start off with 60s.
Let's go. See, that's the trick. That's the trick. Don't think this isn't burning. This is burning no matter how light it is. In fact, sometimes this weight will feel worse than the heavy one, man. Yeah. There you go. Come on.
I don't even feel like I'm holding anything.
You know what sucks? What sucks for the drop set is when you get down to that lightweight and it feels the same.
Yeah. Do you know what I've done? I've done little tricks when I've been training with people where where, you know, when those people that you know are stronger than they know.
Right.
So I play tricks on them, and instead of taking off, you know, a big chunk,
right,
I take a little satin off,
yeah.
and then they're working like, yeah, you took, and then later on they realize I only took a little satin off, you know. It's all mental, yeah, placebo, man. Guys, quickly, Randall was talking about how he hammers is better for him instead of doing bicep curls at the moment because of his wrist. A lot of you guys, I think I did a post on this when you were asking, you know, should you do hammers, should you do bicep curls? And I say, look, let's do a mix of both. But I will say that hammers does hit your brachioradialis more. So for you guys, I've never trained forearms. Have you trained forearms?
Not really.
Have you trained forearms? You know,
No.
and yet all of us are gonna have like some solid forearms. So whether you need to train them or not, I would say, not really, but depends. If they're really like lacking behind, then maybe you might want to isolate them. But for the most part, most people I know don't train forearms. You know
what? Actually, I used to train forearms when I was younger.
Okay, when younger, yeah.
I do recommend you new dudes doing that. Do every fucking thing.
Yeah.
There was a dope ass machine. I actually bought one for Miami.
Yeah.
When you plate load it.
Yeah.
You sit on it and you squeeze it like this.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there's loads of devices you can even buy where you just squeeze. But for the most part, for me,
Or you can even do these.
yeah, that's another little
I
exercise.
recommend newbies doing it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Build a foundation. Do everything. Do everything.
True. But what I would say is that hammers hit your brachioradialis like good enough,
Do
man.
that
So,
shit too.
yeah.
Do that shit too. Do it all. Because just giving advice from what I used to do every exercise you could think of. I didn't want to miss nothing. So I used to do it all. So I say do it. When you're young, do it. You got the energy. Then when you get to a point to where you develop a solid base of muscle and strength, you don't have to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't got the energy to do everything. I'm like, fuck that. I got something else to do. Y'all young, do everything.
I'll say something contrary to that. You have to analyze your physique. I say you have to analyze your physique and see what needs most work. Then you can allocate your time to the most important things. And time is something that, you know, we all have little of. So you're going to want to make sure it's sufficient when you train. So for me personally, if it was lacking, then yeah, I'd say it. But I just know that regardless of whether we target or not, a lot of people don't, and we all seem to have solid forearms. So, you know.
Okay, so we arguing now.
Yeah, we are.
We having a fight.
We're going to do the last one. The last one now is supersets. Superset is basically, normally with a superset, I would personally do an agonist and an antagonist muscle. So that means if I'm doing a bench press, I want to come off and I want to do like a bent over row, so chest and back. However, today we're going to do a superset just on biceps. So today's like biceps intensive. So yeah, we're going to do spider curls, and then after spider curls, we're going to burn out with some resistance band curls. Proper burnout. Okay. So with these resistance bands, the wider you go, the more resistance you got. So I'm gonna go quite wide. Just gonna pump them out. Ooh, that lactic acid built up real fast. Yeah.
Now the resistance band give a different type of resistance than the dead weight. And I like that shit. I like that shit a lot. All right, so if you use a band, you wanna make it tougher, spread your feet and take up more slack, go lower, make it hard as fuck. Am I buff yet? Did it work? Did it work? All right, I think we good.